Well, howdy everybody. How's everybody doing today? This is your friendly neighborhood chef Shade Tree. Well, guys, I got a million things going on right now. But anyways, before I get started in this video, I want to talk about couple things right here. I've been breaking some things, and it's kind of been frustrating. I've been trying to get that motorhome moved and get this garage cleaned out and all this other good stuff. We've got bad weather coming in. Today it's in the mid-50s, and tomorrow we're supposed to have rain, and then it's supposed to get cold and snow and all that other good stuff. So I'm trying to get as much done as possible today while I can. But before I get into that, I've broke a couple things. My Locathor. The Locathor jump starter here. Well, the other day I was trying to jump start the RV, and I was cranking on it and stuff. Well, it'll come on. I guess it's upside down. It'll come on, but I have no juice coming out of the cables. Plus, I cannot remove the cables from the machine. I can't. They won't come out. They're stuck. So I'm about predicting that I melted the inside in here, trying to start the RV. Yeah, I go to hook these things up, I get no juice out of them. Yeah, I got a battery down here I can show you on it. Okay, here's the battery. Got to turn this thing back on. Now, when you hook this thing back up to the battery, like so, it should register on the Locathor. But it doesn't. There's no juice coming out of it. Nothing. Not a thing. So I'm predicting that I pretty much cooked this thing. There's no juice coming out of the wires here. So I either melted the inside here or something. Something melted. And I cannot remove it from here. It's stuck. So I ruined that. That's one thing I got going on. My new phone. My new phone is actually on. It's on right now. But if you watch, there's no screen now. It's black. You go to turn it on, nothing. So, I busted the screen in this phone. It's actually on right now. So, I got a screen. I'm even locked out of my Amazon account right now. I can't get on my Amazon account because I've been trying to do stuff with one phone and another. I got 3 phones that I'm dealing with. The phone that I'm on right now is what I use all the time to film for YouTube. My other phone is my dad's old phone, and it's got all my stuff on for my Amazon and Rock Auto and stuff like that. I keep that stuff on there. And I'm locked out of my Amazon account because for some odd reason, when I went in to clear stuff out, I cleared all of my, your things, your passwords and stuff like that. I cleared them all out. So now I'm locked out of my Amazon account. And I couldn't order anything on Amazon, so I had to go over to my neighbor's house and had them order me a screen for my phone. So I got it coming through my neighbors. They ordered it for me. I don't know what I'm going to do with the Locathor. It ain't no good no more. It ain't going to do nothing. Like I said, once you hook it up to a battery, it should register on there, and it doesn't. It's melted on the inside. So that's what's going on with that. I don't think I've ruined anything else here other than them 2 things. But anyways, I want to show you what I've done with the garage so far. So let me get onto that. So as you guys know, I put a door right here. I took the old door out and put that in there. And as you can see, there's no light coming through. And it's sealed up pretty good. And what I want to do is I want to show you the other side of the garage. Nobody's ever seen that before, so I think I'll go over on the other side here. I can't get through here very well unless I climb over stuff, but I'm going to go around and go over that way. So get back with here in a sec. Now that the leaves are all down, you can kind of see this side of the garage, this side of the house. I'm wanting to clean all this stuff up. I want to chop all these trees down and get this cleaned up. And yeah, I want to go on with that. But I wanted to show you the outside the door here, how it looks. It looks pretty good. It's actually pretty decent down here at the ground level. So I don't think any water or any air is going to go through the door. I put this plastic up several years ago, and the cats got in that way. That's the reason why it's tore down. But anyways, that's the outside there of that door. That's a phone hookup. We don't have a regular phone anymore, so I can get rid of that pretty easy now. I'll remove that, and then this siding on this garage is actually pretty good on this side. But up there needs to be all replaced. The fascia board and everything needs to be replaced on this end of the house. Anyways, that's this end of the house. There's an old boat gas tank there. But I thought I'd show this. It doesn't look too bad over here. One of these years I might replace them windows, I don't know. But for now, this is the way it's going to be. I just want to get this cleaned up, this area here cleaned up. It'd be nice. Anywho, there's a bunch of stuff back here. We'll get into that stuff when I start cleaning this up back here. But let's get back in the garage. Oh, and before I get too far, there's a branch up there hanging. I just noticed. I'm gonna have to get up on top of the RV and pull that branch down so it doesn't fall down. So I might get up there real quick and grab that. There, I got it down. So I climbed up there like a monkey, and I pulled that down. So that's done. And I told you guys I wanted to put trim around here. Well, I got that piece on, and I got an 8-foot piece put on here. And like I said, this piece here, this was 7 feet 1 inch up to there, and I had a 11-inch piece that I was able to splice in right here. And it's blur, 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 blur. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I had an 11-inch piece that I just spliced into right there to fill that. I should have just took this all the way down and put another piece, but I just wanted to use this piece right here. That's good for now. So that's going to seal the garage up good. Oh, as you can see, the bottom of the door is starting to come apart. You see right here where the door is starting to come apart. Well, I started screwing it down. You can see it right there. I got screws in it started right there. I got the washers on it to hold it on, and I'm gonna have to do that all the way along the bottom of that thing so I can. What I want to do is I'm gonna put some glue in there and glue it down. Anyways, there I'm with that. There we go on this. Okay. Blur, 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 blur. There, get a focus here. Okay, here's this. I got that swept out and cleaned out. As you can see, there's a bunch of stuff in here. But what I want to do now is I'm not going to do nothing with the 460. It's going to have to sit there because I can't lift it. It's going to have to sit right there. But what I want to do is remove these torque converters out of here, get some of the stuff off the top here, and I might grab them drive shafts right there too. I know for a fact 2 of them are Mustang drive shafts. That aluminum one right there and that one right there are for Mustangs. So I'm going to grab them, get them out of here. So look at you, there's pans right there, sweeper. There's all kinds of garbage in here that I want to get rid of. Anyways, I figured if I remove this pile here, once I get this pile removed, it'll be easier for when it's colder out that I can get back in here and get this stuff out and start getting this cleaned out. While it's still decent out right now, it's still, while it's mid-50s here, no rain, I can get this out right now, get it cleaned out. And then after I get a few other things done, I can move this 460 out of the way and do some other things. So I'm going to get started on that. I got to back my Dakota up here. I got to move that I gotta remove that limb now. Take that out back. Pull my Dakota back here. And start getting this stuff out of here. So that's what I'm gonna do, guys. Be back with you here in a second. Well, like I said, there's nothing but torque converters down in here. Look at all them torque converters. These are all torque. These are all out of transmissions my dad had rebuilt or done something with at one time or another. But I want to get all this stuff out of here. Your front pump. Looks like there's a drum for something. And I found something in here too that might be interesting for What Is It Wednesday. I laid it over here on the floor. I'm not going to show it. But I think I might use it for What Is It Wednesday. It might be something interesting. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get this stuff out of here. There's my Craftsman weed whacker. That's one of them four cycle Craftsmans, and it's got attachments to it. You can put a weed whacker attachment on it. You can put a chainsaw. I think it's back here. Right there it is. Yeah, it's right there for a pole saw attachment right there for it. I think the weed whacker attachment's in here somewhere too for it. There's a home light weed whacker right there. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in here. There's Christmas lights, and there's one of them things, and yeah, I'm finding all kinds of goodies in here. But anyways, I'm gonna get these torque converters out of here. That was my initial plan of removing them. So let me get them out of here. Well, there we go. All the torque converters are removed, and in the back of the Dakota, 18 of them. Yes, 18 torque converters. That'll be a lot of weight. That one's busted there, so that ain't no good. But yeah, that'll be some good weight when I haul some scrap in. But there's for some odd reason there's one here. It's all wrapped up. It looks like it's still good. I'll have to find out what that torque converter's for. Anyways, there's 18 torque converters. Yeah. Oh, and another thing, I found something else down here. Some of the older guys might be interested in checking out. Right here. Look at those roller skates. Those were my mom's roller skates. They're froze up now. Oh, that one still runs. But these were my mom's roller skates. And I tried to use them myself. Where's the other one at? Right there it is. There's the other one. Those are my mom's, and I tried to use them. You could adjust them to whatever size of shoe you had. I actually tried to use these. When I was a kid, when I was young growing up, I wanted to roller skate, and Mom's like, well, I got a pair of roller skates right here somewhere. Well, there they are. I'm gonna have to, yeah, them suck. That's ancient history there. I'll have to clean them up and put them on display someplace. Anyways, there we go. I'm gonna get this pallet out of here. I'm gonna take them drive shafts, get them out of there, and there's an old oil tank too. Anybody wants an oil tank? That's a good old oil tank. My dad had it all sandblasted and everything. And then it just sat there. I'll have to dig it out and see if it's any good or not. Anyways, at least it got to this far. I'll do some more here. Man, I'm digging these boxes out of here, and they are nothing but Christmas lights. Yeah, there's my dad's shelf of stuff, exhaust parts, and all kinds of goodies on there. That's grease right there. That's all things of grease. Yeah, my dad had a good supply of stuff. This is all exhaust stuff, and I don't know what's all up there. Brake shoes, brake pads, and Lord have mercy, I didn't know that stuff was up there. But that's exhaust stuff there. Filters, grease, all kinds of goodies in there. Anyways, I thought I'd show that real quick. Those are, yeah, Christmas lights. I got 3 boxes right here of Christmas lights. Lord have mercy. Well, I'm digging these out. Yeah, looky there, everybody. I'm down the bare floor here. Unearthed a couple transmissions. There's an Electrolux sweeper. I think there's all the parts for it here too. I know the front of it's in there. I put it in here somewhere. Well, I found something else pretty cool you guys might like to see. Check this out. There's an old can of Cool Tool cutting and tapping fluid. Extremely effective on stainless steel and aluminum. Monroe Fluid Technology. That's pretty cool. I'll have to keep that. That's an old container. But yeah, we're down to a bare floor here, guys. I think I'm just going to pull these transmissions out of here and set them someplace. I don't know yet. But anyways, there was a drum here. It's an 8-lug drum. I don't know what the heck that come from. I don't remember. Anyways, yeah. Check it out. Well, I'm going to get these transmissions out of here, and then I'm going to sweep the floor. So, we'll get that far, at least. Well, that's about as much as I'm going to get done in here tonight. I just put the transmissions right here in front of the door. I don't know where else to put them. I can't really pick them up. I just slid them out of there. They're pretty heavy. Anyways, that's all I'm going to be able to do now. Oh, I'm going to show you this. I found my thing. This thing here I made when you do AOD transmissions. When you got that bottom pan that's got a hump in it. Well, guess what? I made this piece right here to sit right in the transmission jack. And that's where the hump goes for the transmission pan, and it sits flat on there, so you can take the transmission out. That's what that's for. I made that for that. Take transmissions out with. But anyways, I gotta be able to shut the door, but it's going to be dark here any minute, so I gotta get this stuff put in the shed over here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I got stuff I need to burn. I want to start a fire tonight. I got to do that. And it's going to be dark here in a half hour. So I got to get going. Well, everybody, my screen came in. So if anybody's interested in a video of me changing the screen on this thing, let me know. I'll be doing that here soon. I don't know how soon because I've got so much to do. I haven't even ate yet, and I got 10 million more things to do yet today before I can sit down. But anyways, now I'm going to go out and burn my trash, burn my wheat, burn my twigs, and burn my leaves, and burn the garbage I found out in the garage, the stuff that was out in the garage. So I'm going to go out and do that now before we get rain. It's supposed to start raining after midnight, so I gotta get that done. So that's where I'm going to do next. Now that's a fire, guys. I got a fire going back here. I'm standing on the porch here, and I can feel the heat from it right from here. But that is a fire. Heck yeah. Getting rid of some stuff. Getting rid of some garbage, especially the big pile of twigs and everything that was out of the yard. Get rid of that stuff. So I needed to get this done before it rained again. Let me go down here and get closer. Now that is a fire. That is a bonfire. Heck yeah. Get rid of some of this stuff here. Looks like some of the leaves are starting to burn. I'm gonna have to go over there and start getting that taken care of before it gets too much. Yeah, buddy. Get rid of some stuff here. That's hot. That's a hot fire there. I suppose I probably ought to go get the rake, maybe. I think I'm going to. I'm going to go get the rake. Well, that burned pretty hot there for a minute. Anyways, there we go. Got rid of that pile of stuff. Limbs and leaves and cardboard boxes that were in the garage and Carpet that come out of the house. I finally burnt that. I was going to burn it the last time I burnt the carpet that I pulled out of the house. I finally got it burnt. And a bunch of stuff out in the garage I found, cardboard boxes and plastic and stuff like that that I burned. So you had to kind of rake around here a little bit, put out some of the fire. It'll calm down now. It'll be all right. Yeah, boy, that was a bonfire. Got the weenies out. Had a weenie roast here. It looks like I got a little patch here I need to put out. Yeah, it's gonna put out itself out. I'll let this burn down a little bit, and yeah. I got more branches and stuff over there I should throw on it real quick. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put them branches on real quick. Well, I think this is pretty much under control now. It ain't gonna spread anymore or do much of anything else. There was some limbs and stuff over here that I still had laying over here that when I cut that little tree down over here, still had them limbs there, so I threw them on, and well, there we go. You see, I got my porch lights on up there. Don't that look cool? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Yeah, cleaning my garage and showing that I'm breaking things around here. I got my screen for my phone. I'll probably do a video on it, and well, there we go, guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for always watching. One last little look at the fire here. Thanks, everybody. See you guys later.